So just imagine being a celebrity, being in a spotlight and being anonymous at the same time. How possible is that? Okay, so Lagbaga is trending on Twitter because a lot of people are talking about how loyal his friends must have been to be able to conceal his identity till this time. He continues to perform, goes for concerts, and goes to everywhere with his unique face mask. Like he has never revealed his identity to this day. And has got a lot of people thinking that, what kind of loyal people did he have around him that nobody thought at some point to leak his identity? Because there was a time that so many people were really interested in knowing Lagbaga's real face. So many people were ready to do anything. I'm sure that there were people that were ready to pay to get a picture of his real face. But till this very day, there is nothing like that. That's to say that he must have had a very, very loyal circle around him. So his real name is Bisinoade Olagunde. He was born on the 16th of January 1960, which means he is 64 years old now. Now, Lagbaga is a legendary musician. His song is very, very unique. There's this uniqueness that comes with his song. His song is a blend of Afrobeat, a blend of high life and this Yoruba traditional music all together. And another thing that makes him so unique is the fact that he has managed to conceal his identity. Not just that he concealed his face, he also concealed his private life. He said that the major reason that he didn't want to reveal his identity was because he wanted people to concentrate on his music and on the message that his music was carrying, not on his physical appearance. That did not matter to him. And at the same time, the reason he wanted to conceal his face was because, in his song, he was promoting equality, he was speaking against oppression in more like activism in some kind of way. So anyone who is an activist might not really want their identity out there for their own safety. So he was able to preach all these things through his songs and some other things he was doing while still concealing his identity. It also helped him to maintain his private life. He is one musician that nobody could really dig so much into his private life unless it was something he wanted to be in the open already. So he started music, or his love for music started right from the age of 10. According to him, he taught himself how to play saxophone. So the first time he had an instrument was when this rich white kid in his neighborhood got him a saxophone. And since then he has always loved music. Now we must bear in mind that Lagbaga covering his face did not just start right from the beginning. He only started covering his face in the 90s and the early 2000s till now. That's when he started to cover his identity. Before he was revealing his identity, he attended the Obafemi Awolowo University. He's from Osun State actually. So when he was going to school, of course, he was revealing his identity. He was still doing music at the time. And even in the church also, he revealed his identity. He came out without his mask. He wasn't wearing mask as of that time. But then as of that time, there were no cameras or phones, and social media was not there for people to circulate things like this. And it was a long, long time ago before he rose to fame. So, of course, he knew that he had this unique song. He knew he had this unique talent, and he knew that he was going to be big one day. And he wanted to be famous and still enjoy living a normal life. And that is why he started with covering his face with a mask. This particular mask he uses, this, native mask that he uses, is not what he has always been using. So he actually tried different masks before finally arriving at this particular one that he is using. The first one he used, a lot of people said he looked like a masquerade. It was scary. And finally, he designed the one that was most comfortable for him and that fits his music style. So because of the fact that he never revealed his face till today, a lot of people find his identity a mystery. There are a few people that have seen him, of course, his family and some other really close friends that have seen him. There was some years ago, there were some pictures that were circulating all over social media that people were claiming that it was Lagbaga, but he never came to admit it, to say, okay, yeah, that is him. Neither did he deny it. And at the end of the day, it was alleged that, those pictures were not him, that they were false. So the only time that a lot of people know that he appeared without his mask was on his father's burial in 2012 and also on his daughter's wedding day in 2013. But at the time, there was no social media like that for people to take pictures and speculate things. And besides, he made sure that during his daughter's wedding, there was a strict rule that nobody was going to take pictures, no photographs. So since nobody is going to take picture and everything. And besides, nobody even knew who Lagbaga was at the point at that time, during that time. So seeing him then, you wouldn't even know who is who. There were so many men from his daughter's family that were present there. So no one would even know who was Lagbaga at the time. And since they made this strict rule that nobody should take pictures, even if you had taken a picture at that time and then you come on the internet and claim that that is Lagbaga, I mean, who is going to believe you? Because how many of the pictures will you have to prove, you know, that that is who he is? So that is how he successfully hid his identity completely from social media. Sometimes he even made a song with YBNL's Fireboy, but it will shock you to know that Fireboy never even saw his face. Like, even Fireboy that he did a song with never saw his face. And then on Twitter, people have said so many things. Some are talking about, oh, how he is a legendary singer, how he made the best decision, where others are saying that, okay, maybe he had some hidden agenda. But for me, I think the major reason he decided to conceal his identity like that is to enjoy being a normal person while being in the spotlight. A lot of people might not know what it takes to be in the spotlight. A lot of people might not know what it takes to be popular. Yes, it might feel good and all of that, but then you don't get to live the normal life that you want again. It's not going to be easy for someone like Davido now, okay, to just start walking down the streets without people rushing him, you know, to take pictures and all of that, gathering him, suffocating him. Like, they literally cannot live a normal life. Most celebrities cannot live a normal life. You see that sometimes some celebrities choose to hide the identity of their children. They don't want to post pictures of their children on the internet because they don't want their children to suffer what they are suffering. They want their children to be able to live a normal life also. So it's not easy, actually. It's a lot of work being in the spotlight. You know, you just cannot live like every other person anymore. So I think what this guy simply wanted to do was to enjoy the privileges of being popular, you know, and still manage to live a normal life. It's possible that we might have seen him, or you might have seen him, I might have seen him, on the road, you know, anywhere. Like, he can go to anywhere he wants to go, to the market, to the bus. He can enter any public transport without anyone shouting or screaming and all of that, and living his normal life. And for me, I think that was really, really smart, and that is really, really beautiful. Will he reveal his identity later? Maybe, maybe not. The most important thing is that he has been able to impact into the lives of so many people and teach a lot of things in his song, you know. And some of his popular songs, a lot of people might know, is Konko Below, Nothing For You, Far Away. Now, these are legendary songs that a lot of us grew up with in Nigeria. All right, my dear viewers, that is all for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more entertaining videos like this. My name is Virtue Irozundu. Bye, and I'll see you in my next video.